Well, in the middle of this year's pandemic, many people are struggling with telling their friends and family they either can't or just don't want to attend some social gatherings and family get-togethers. Fortunately, we've got etiquette expert Diane Gottsman here to help us navigate that with some good advice. Diane, great to see you, first of all.
Nice seeing you.
And again, this is the way so many conversations are happening this year. And so in-person get-togethers, as fun as they may be, some people just aren't going to do them. So we need to talk about the best way to navigate that. And the first tip you have for this morning is to determine your own risk when it comes to gatherings like this.
You know, everyone has different comfort levels, and there are people that have health issues that make it even more, they're more susceptible. So I think that it's really a personal question that you have to ask yourself, and don't feel uncomfortable asking the other person that has invited you. You may want to go. It might be something that would be good for you if it's outside, if there's social distancing, if people will be wearing masks. So I think that you have to determine your own risk level, determine your comfort level, and let that be your guide.
Yeah, and then when you do respond, I'll put these next 2 points together. Keep the response nice and upbeat and positive, but also be firm. If it's a no, then no is no.
That's right. So you can say no, and you have every right to say no, but be positive about it. You know, you want to say something positive. Let's say, for example, you're invited to a wedding. You're not comfortable going to a wedding yet, or you have to travel to that wedding and they want you to go. You can say, congratulations on your wedding, or congratulations on or happy birthday. Thank you so much for inviting me, but I'm still staying home. I'm still staying close to home. So be honest about it. You don't want to, you know, that takes us into our next bullet. You don't want to tell a fib. Because if you lie, you're going to get caught. If you say, well, I'm still staying in, but then they see you that weekend out on Instagram biking and, you know, out with doing something else, it's going to cause more problems. So just be upfront and talk about, you don't have to give a lot of excuses. Just say, I'm still hanging back.
Yeah, because that's a different thing. Like you said, lying because you don't want to go is very different from legitimately being concerned about being at the event. But it is tough in a thing that's become so polarizing. Everyone has family or friends who might be a little more into the sales pushy side of things and might try to convince you. It is important to stand your ground, and you should be able to stand your ground if you legitimately don't feel comfortable.
And you know, you should not be the one. We have to all think about this from both sides. So if somebody is kind of pushing you, you stand your ground and say, I'm not doing it. Thanks, but I'm not doing it. But don't be the one that's saying, oh, come on, it's going to be fine. We're going to social distance. So just think about it from both ends of that, you know, both sides of the coin.
Yeah. Obviously for events like a wedding or maybe even a big planned vacation of some sort, if that's still able to come off, a lot of that is planned way in advance. So you may have given a yes to this thing. That was pre-COVID-19. And so it is okay because of this pandemic if your yes changes to a no.
Absolutely. You know, so many things have happened from then until now. People have canceled their weddings or their celebrations. Now it's a new celebration. So if you said yes before, but your circumstances have changed or your comfort level is different now, which of course it probably will be, don't hesitate to change that RSVP from I'm sorry, I can't go to, you know, from yes before to no now. But I think it's important that if you are invited to something and you are close friends with them, if it's a celebration of some sort, if it's a wedding, if you want to show your support. So definitely send a gift. And it's not about the gift, you know, throwing out a carrot, but it's about showing that I'm really interested. I want to support you, and this is the way that I can do it. Or offer to help them in different ways. You get on the phone and call people, or you can do something to stay involved and supportive without, sometimes without being there in person.
Yeah, that's really good advice. And really, it seems like maybe the gift or that kind of support would be even more meaningful in a situation like this. It's not just a perfunctory gift. It's really, like you said, saying that you're involved and that you're with them in spirit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, well, it's good to have you with us in spirit and via Zoom, not here on the couch.
I miss you guys.
to the days when that might change. Hopefully, Diane Gottsman, great to see you as always. Thanks, Diane.